going to cover. I hope you all are doing well. Am I audible clearly?
Yes,
Hello?
you're audible clearly.
Yeah. Okay, fine. I'm just checking it. Okay. So let's begin with the today's session. So I hope you are very much clear about the yesterday's topic, what we covered, like answering or heading and all. Okay. So here we are. Fine. Hmm, just a minute. Is it visible? My screen is visible to you?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
It is visible? Okay.
Yeah, it's
So
fine.
it's visible, fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So today we are going to talk about the reading and speaking practice session 2. So yesterday we covered certain reading topics. Okay. So how to title and sorry, how to find out the idea out of the objects, various options. So what are the topics we are going to cover here? So read aloud. Yeah. Now here, what is that? There will be certain statement or clip will be given to you. So you have to hear that statement and then you have to read it loud. Okay. Now the type of questions, it appears 4 times during the test and you get only 20 seconds. So you have to be very careful while listening this particular clip. And today we are again going to talk about identify the idea. Now this is what there is a passage given. So as we have seen yesterday, what are the different passages? Okay, so it is not big passages like ILTS. These are the small paragraphs. Yeah. Now based on that, you have to select the appropriate idea for this. Okay, and then next question we are covering is title the passage. Now here again the passage will be given to you and MCQ like multiple choice question options. So you'll be given to that options and you have to choose the right option. Now this type of questions appear twice and you get 7 to 8 minutes. So as we said, we are trying to prepare you for this exam. So yes, it is not the complete course as Shloka has already mentioned you. Like if you want to go further, so there are different ways to go ahead. You can talk to the counselor, they will help you out. Okay. So through this course, our intention is to help you out how the course happens, what type of topics we do cover here and how the test happens, what kind of questions we get. So you get brief idea about it. But yes, this is not the only thing. You need a practice. Okay. So let's move and understand what it is. So reading and speaking practice. Now, as I showed you already, how many times this particular question appears, what is the time given to you? So there are two different interactive reading questions you get. Okay. Now that can be the passage can be narrative like a story, what we yesterday also checked about it, and one is expository. So it is like more informational paragraph. Yeah? As we said, 7 to 8 minutes will be given to you for whole passage. Now what do they check here? So literacy, comprehension, and subcourse. Okay, so these are the things you need to mind it well. Okay. Now, those who were there yesterday, so I hope you are clear about this type of question types. Complete the sentences, complete the passage, highlight the answer. So, complete the sentence is something there was a complete sentence was missing. You have to find out that complete. Then you have to complete the passage, and there are fill in the blanks also given where the options are also given. You have to put the right options there and then highlight the answer. And today we are going to talk about identify the idea and title the message. So I hope you all set to move further. Let's check out. Okay. Now, how it happens? So how to find out this? When you get this passage, identify the idea. So this idea asks you to select an idea that is expressed in the passage. Now, in this task, you will select an idea from the list that best represents what you read in the passage. Okay, so you will be getting options and you have to find out the correct idea. Now, what you need to do is read and consider all the options carefully. Now, some of the options may be somewhat relevant. So, as I said yesterday, there is a kind of trap questions or trap statements, like how you get it in IELTS also. Okay. So you may feel that, oh, this is also the right option, this is also the right option. So you need to think from the writer's point of view, but make sure to choose the one that best describes the next. Now, once you select your response, the box around it and the circle next to it will turn orange. So once you put your options and once you click, it will turn orange. Okay. Now, how it looks like. Okay, so how does this paragraph? Okay, so here is a paragraph. This is just an example part, so I'm not reading it out. So just to give you idea how the passage is. So there is a small paragraph and where there are different ideas are mentioned here. Okay, so one, two, three, four. Now from this you have to choose the right option and then you have to click the next button. Okay, so this is how it looks. Okay, now shall we do this activity? So as I said in the beginning, so this is what to make you prepare or just to give you just about the test, how it happens and the types of questions. So we are purposely asking you to do it here. It doesn't matter whether you get right answer or wrong answer. Okay. Now here, okay. So I will read it out for you. Okay. Because some people they join later or maybe there's some skip or something. So I will read the passage for you. So there have been a lot of scientific studies into what makes a friendship. It seems today that ideas of what friendship is are all also changing. A study in 1993 at the University of Oxford showed that people could only maintain 150 relationships. Now, if students, those who were there yesterday, they must be like recollecting this passage because the same passage we have given here to make you understand better. Okay, we don't want to confuse you. However, with the explosion of social media since then, many people now have over 300 people who they think of as friends. Some people think that these friends are not real friends, but others believe that social media has helped us to expand and keep our friendships because we have more time and opportunities. Another change from the past is that people don't stay in the place where they were born. They go to different cities and countries for education and jobs. People are in general more geographically mobile nowadays. Now, this is the passage. Okay. Now, this one exercise, I will do it for you. I will tell you, okay, how to do that. And the rest, there is another activities which is as a practice part. We will do it in a class. So now here from related to this particular passage, you have to choose the right option. People cannot maintain many relationships because they don't have time. Friends we meet on social media are fake. Social media changed the way we make friends and connect with people. People don't like to live in their hometown. Okay. Now this is now just to understand. Okay, no hard and fast rule. Okay, so just put your answers in a chat box. Yeah. So which is the option you feel? No need to write the complete statement. Just put the number. Yeah. So let's do this. Let's check it out. Just put the correct option in a chat box. Oh, Shashank, you don't have to choose three options. Okay, you have to choose one option here. Okay. Oh, you have given all four options, Shashank here. So please choose the correct option, appropriate option for this. And Shashank, I wish you all the best for your test tomorrow. Okay, just put the correct option here. Okay, let's check it out. The correct option for this. So social media changed the way we make friends and connect with people. Definitely. So different people will connect different ways. Okay. So for this particular passage, this answer is the appropriate answer. Social media changed the way we make friends and connect with people. Okay. So third option, yes, Laya Kishore, this is the correct answer. Okay, so now let's get into the practice part. Okay, so here is the passage. Now, those who were there yesterday, it is the same passage. Yeah, so quickly read it out and put the correct option in a chat box. Quickly, we don't have much time. Okay, because now we are preparing you for exams, okay? Because for during the exam, you won't get enough time. I mean, there is a restriction, there is a time constraint, okay? So in this short period, you have to understand the paragraph, you understand, or you also need to find out the correct option. Okay, so quickly put your answer here for passage practice question 1.2. Question 1 we already did, Shashank. For question 1, third is the correct option. This is a different passage we are doing. Okay, so for second passage, 1.2 passage, answer is 1. Okay, anybody else want to share the answer quickly? Okay, let's check out the answer for this. So, yes, for this particular passage, second option is the correct option. The story of a student that decided to go to Germany on an exchange program. Okay, so as I said, we do have a time constraint. Yeah, so the passage and everything you will be getting in your handouts. Okay, so any which ways you read the passage, so I'm not repeating the passage here. Okay, so you will get everything in your handouts. Okay, now one more, last one, passage 3, 1.3. So same thing you have to do. You have to choose the best option for this passage. Okay, so Shashank, this is for third passage, 1.3, correct? Okay, anyone else? There are only two, three people responding. Okay, Lara Kishore 1, option 1, okay. Okay, let's check the answer for this passage. So yeah, you missed it. Okay. So the different type of learning that are related to our new globalized world. Yeah. So this is how the passage looks. Okay. So if you see the passage is not very difficult, it is not too lengthy also, and you get also options here. Only thing is that understanding the passage is more important. So understand the core message of the passage, what writer is trying to express, or what writer is trying to say, what, and you have to find out the right option from the writer points of view. Okay, so this is what the first questions, reading and speaking practice. Okay, now title the passage. Now, similar kind of question you get it in IELTS also. Okay, title the paragraph in the statement of which in which paragraph the statement is expressed or mentioned and all those things. But as I said, this is quite easy. The passages are very small, not too lengthy. Okay. Now, what you need to do here is you have to select the best title of the passage. Yeah, again, it will be confusing thing. So you need to read the passage very carefully. Now, what are the pointers that you have to keep in mind? Read and consider all of the options carefully. Okay, try to understand, try to paraphrase if you want. Some of the option may be somewhat relevant. As I said, it could be a trap question also, or you will find this also match. This one is also matching. This is also could be the right option for this. Just do it, read it again and again, but make sure to choose the one that is the best title for the whole text. Once you select your response, the box around it and circle the next to it will turn orange. So once you put your answer, once you click the option, it will turn into orange. Okay, and then you can move ahead. Okay, now how it looks like, the question looks like this is the passage, okay, and this is the best title given. So there are options given here. So John and the electrician repairing the microwave, the power outage, John's electrical difficulties. Okay, so you from this passage, for this particular passage, you have to title. So which is the appropriate or not appropriate, which is the best title for this. Yeah. Now here we will do it one here. So, okay. So there have been a lot of scientific studies into what makes friendship. So I'm not reading the passage here again because we also covered the same passage. We also discussed on the same passage. Only thing is that we have mentioned the same passage here for you to understand it in a better way. But the type of question is different. Okay, so there we word different sentences, activities we do. We did, and here you have to find out the best option. You have to find out the best title. Only the question type is different. To make you very easy, we have mentioned the same passage here. Okay. So I think those who were there today also, they must have known or they must be aware what the passage is about. They could probably they must be remember the entire thing what is there in the passage. Okay. So here there are options given: the importance of friendship, social media and the meaning of friendship, how to make friends with someone, the history of relationship. But yes, one thing is there, though I have mentioned we have mentioned the same passage here, it doesn't mean that same passage you will get it in your test also. Okay, there would be a different passages for different type of question. So if you're thinking that the same thing that I will get the same passage for all types of questions, please don't be in that kind of impression. Okay, so you will get different passages altogether. Just to make you understand, we have mentioned the same passage. Okay, so for this particular passage, let's find out the best title. So quickly, just put the right title here. The best title for this particular passage, 2.1. 2.1. Oh, Bharat 2, Laila 2. Okay. I'm very happy people, those who are responding and sharing their answers. Yeah, it will help you guys to make you more, I mean, understand. Okay. So, yeah, let's check the answer here. Yes, well, so Shashank, Laila, very good. The title, best title for this particular paragraph is the second option, social media and the meaning of friendship. Okay, now it is an activity part for you. Yeah. So it was the same passage. Okay, 2.2. Quickly read the passage and give the option, give the title. Perfect title, the best title for this paragraph. Put your answers. Okay, second option. Anyone else? Fourth option. Okay, welcome to Germany. Okay, okay. Fourth option again. Let's check the correct answer for this. So those who have given second option, life as an exchange student. So if you see here, like the person, like when he reached or when he arrived, okay, I mean after that long journey, so there were different thought came came in his mind and all those things, whether would he be able to get unfamiliar food and everything. Okay, then he saw all of a sudden people were there, different families and all those things. Okay, so life as an exchange student. So there is a one more passage for the practice part, 2.3. Read the passage and mention the correct title. Number one, the globalization of education. Okay. One. Okay. Very sincere student. These three students are very sincere. Okay. Let's check out the answer. Well done. So all of you, all three of you have given the correct option. So pat yourself. Yeah. So the globalization of education. So this is how the you get the paragraph where you have to write the best title for this. Moving ahead, read aloud. Okay. Fine. Now, how this activity happens? So, this kind of activity appears 7 times in the test. Okay. You have 20 seconds to complete this activity. Test your reading and speaking abilities. Now, why this activity is there or why this type of question is there? Just to check your literacy, your conversation, how do you understand different accent? Because definitely, as we when we did our listening and speaking, where you got some audio clip, right? I hope you remember. Then the accent is different, so you have to understand the statement. Okay, so how you comprehend it, how you understand that accent. You will be scored on content, fluency, and pronunciation. Okay. Fine. Now use the first 5 to 7 seconds to read the given sentence in your mind first. Focus on long words. Do not repeat the sentence. Use intonation. Speak naturally. See, unnecessary, do not use different accent, because when it comes to we as an Indian, okay, so we have a very our accent is a universal accent, or you can call it as a neutral accent, okay. But yes, we have variety of people speaking in a different way, because that is just a mother tongue influence, okay. So just make sure, just you need to practice on your mother tongue influence what we get, because if you see people from Gujarat, or maybe you will find a different way of speaking. People from Assam, people from South. So you will find a different way of speaking. So it is not an accent, but it is a mother tongue influence. So you work on that, on your mother tongue influence, and make sure you speak in a neutral accent. Okay. So do not speak too fast or too slow. Okay, so otherwise, if you speak too fast, it will be difficult for, I mean, you will not get a score because they check everything. Yeah? Okay. Now, on what basis they analyze you? So, content, fluency, and pronunciation. So, just check it out, your pronunciation. If you find some words are difficult, please, now everything is very handy. Okay. So, just put that word in Google or dictionary, you get that audio, or you get to hear that word pronunciation. So, do practice on that to improve your pronunciation part. Okay. Now read exactly what is written. Don't add words. Please don't do any kind of addition, and don't eliminate, don't skip any word. Don't omit, don't skip any word. Don't replace word. Don't see that no, this structure is not right. Oh, let me put this in this way. This is grammatically. There won't be any grammatical errors, but still don't try to analyze from your point of view. Okay. Read as it is. Speed, don't speak too fast or too slow. Speak at natural pace, sorry. Sentence stress and rhythm, connected speech and pausing. Pausing is very much important. Okay, I will give you few tips on pause. So different pauses and all. Okay, not much. At the end of the session, I will share you some tips on pauses. Okay. Now, what you need to keep it in mind here. So content, words that you have to stress. Now, why you need to stress the words? Because that emphasize your message. Okay. So for example, verbs, like this is not a grammar part. Okay. So I'm not going to explain you like what is main verbs, parts of speech and all. Okay. So verbs, noun, adjective, adverbs, or negative auxiliaries. Okay. So you have to focus on that. So you have to stress. Now, what do you mean by stress? So just putting, emphasizing that. So sell, give, employ, car, music. Now, every accent is different. So don't try to follow, okay, I will follow British, I will follow Canadian accent or US accent. Don't use your normal accent, how we speak. So car, music, marry, read, big, interesting, quickly, why, never, etc. Now, functions, words are not stressed. Okay, so especially pronouns or prepositions, articles, yeah, conjunctions. So I gave you few tips about the conjunction. I also told you about what is auxiliary verbs and all. So do, be, have, can, must. So these words are not necessary. to stress. Okay. Now, time between the stress words is about the same. Okay. So find the stress word in do you know if he is busy this morning? Okay. So this is the example here. Okay. Now, what is the connected speech? Okay. So this is the word here. Do you know if he is busy this morning? Now, what are the words we can put stress on? Yeah. So weak and strong forms of words, functional words, mostly take the weak forms. So contractions. Now contractions are like this. I will, he's, okay, he has, she would, we have, and it had. Yeah. So contractions, when we pronoun and functional words join together, contraction happens. So here it is, I will. Yeah. So these are the forms of words, functional words mostly take weak forms. Now linking, so you have to check it out. Okay, when words end in a consonant sound and another word in a with a vowel, that consonant links at the next word. So here we are attaching vowel to the consonant. Okay. Now when it comes to the vowel and vowel sound, just be careful about it. Okay. So when it comes to J, W, R, here the ads. Okay. The Star Wars is good, but it's not as good a movie as people say. Now pausing, pay attention to the punctuation marks. Okay. So yes, just check it out, the punctuation. Now where the punctuation comes, you have to take a small pause. So as I said, there are different types of pauses. So short pause, long pause, pseudo pause, spontaneity pause. Uh, yeah, five different types of pauses. Okay. So short, long, spontaneity pause, pseudo pause, and yeah, four pauses. So you have to take right pause at right place. Okay, so pronunciation, vowel sound, consonant sound. So we all learn what are the different vowels. So A, E, I, O, U, these are the vowels, and those who have learned from different medium. So O to aha, these are the vowel sound, and rest all the sound which we get k, b, p, m. These are the consonant sounds. Okay, so you have to be very careful about the consonant and vowel sound here. There are certain words where we don't get the vowel sound, or there are certain words which begin with the vowel but we get the consonant sound. So be careful when you are speaking the word. Okay, consonant clusters and word stress. Okay, now uh, okay, so I'm reading it out here. Okay, just read the sentence. Okay, just read the sentence here. After joining Google in 2004, Sundar Pichai became the chief executive officer of Google in 2015. Yeah. Now here, okay. See, now we are not sharing the link here to understand, okay? But here there are certain words where you can put the stress, okay? So after joining Google in 2004, okay? So this is, so usually if you talk about when it comes to the pauses, okay? Or maybe when it comes to the word, yeah? So usually the second, sorry, the last word, we usually put stress on it. So just check it out. Excuse me. So while putting the stress, why? Because in 2004, okay, Sundar Pichai became the chief executive officer of Google. Now here we are highlighting that position, chief executive officer of Google in 2015. So again, we are putting the stress and at the last word or whether it is a number. Okay. So this is how you need to check the where the punctuation mark is, especially when you are talking about certain adjective, or maybe here we are talking about the designation of that person, designation of Mr. Sundar Pichai, okay, who became the chief executive of office. So this is something we have to put the stress. And again, we are putting the stress in 2015. Okay. Yeah. Now, next is owing to his illness, he could not attend the meeting. Okay. Now, this is, I'm just reading it in a normal way. Okay. Just because you make to make you understand how and where you can put the stress here. So we are not sharing the link here for you. Okay. So, okay. Now here the statement or the sentence is very small. Okay. Now why here, if you see there are certain things you can also understand or highlight what are the words which are important. Okay. Now here, if you see the illness is important. Now what happened because of that illness? So he could not attend the meeting. So owing to his illness, he could not attend the meeting. So there are certain words where we are putting stress on illness and meeting because these are the two important words in our statement. So you will also understand or find out what is the important words given in the statement, so that what is the speaker is trying to say here, on what the speaker is putting stress. So because of illness, okay, what was the result? So cause and effect. Okay, so because of illness he could not attend the meeting, so there is a stress given on the meeting here. Excuse me. You will get everything in this handout. You will get the audio clip also there. Okay. First,
Excuse me, ma'am.
yeah,
Ma'am, can we try whether like some one or two people can try to speak the sentence and see
perfect.
they
We'll do that.
yeah.
Uh, I'm not audible, Shloka.
No, ma'am. Actually, the audio is not play. It even if you play it, it's not audible. So
Acha,
that's
it
why.
is about the audio clip. Okay.
Yeah,
The
it's about the audio.
student mentioned that not audio is not audible. Okay. So yeah, can anyone just unmute yourself, or do you
No,
want
guys,
me to
just
take
raise your
the name?
hand. Just raise your hand. Anybody who wants to speak, so that not everybody will unmute at a time. Otherwise,
Yeah. So any one of you just raise the hand, okay, and read this statement. Uh,
yeah, Tatvik, please unmute.
Please.
The doctor said that I had to quit smoking.
Okay. So, Shloka, we have mentioned the audio clip also link here. So student can hear that clip.
Yes, ma'am.
Is
The
it the
student can
same one
raise.
for the
Yeah,
same
yeah, it's the
clip?
same. Uh,
Okay.
it's from this only, from these clips itself.
For this third statement only, right?
Not sure of that, ma'am, but one of the statements
Yes,
that.
yes. Shruti
Oh,
has mentioned it is for the third statement. So student can hear this audio statement, right?
yeah.
Okay, so guys, here is the link. Please click on the link and you give me, you give me your understanding, okay, where they put the stress and why. Okay, so quickly listen to the clip, okay, and I think that week you read this statement, right? So listen to the clip and tell me where the stress is. After listening this, yeah, Tatwik, you read the statement. You must have heard the statement also, right? That clip. Now you tell me where is the stress? I mean, which statement or which word it is? I, doctor, quit smoking. Okay, that I had to quit smoking. So this is something, the important message. What is the important message here? Quitting smoking. Okay, so here you understand this is an important message. So where we have to put the stress and who? So doctor said. Now why? Because it is something injurious to our health. So that's the reason doctor said that I had to quit smoking because there is no other option. Okay, so this is how you get the audio. Yeah. Okay. Anyone who wants to try read aloud? Last one, last statement. Who wants to read the statement? quickly. Okay, no one? That carpet needs to be clean. Okay, let's check. Now, what is the message we are trying to convey here? Did you get the second statement? I mean, the fourth statement, guys? Are you with me? Okay, okay. So here is the clip. Okay, carpet clean. So there is an object which needs to be clean. Okay, because it must have been very dirty or something like that. So we are putting stress to be clean. So the last one, will you miss me when I'm away? Okay. Fifth statement. Yes, very good, Shashank. Miss when I'm away. Okay, so the little stress, see, you will not like it is not a stress, something we are putting too much pressure or emphasizing, but make sure that you will find some kind of stress on that particular word or particular statement. Okay, so it is not like putting stress means putting too much pressure and uh, etc. Yeah, so just to give you an idea, this is how you the activity is. So far, we have covered our read and loud and reading practice part here. Now it's the time for questions. So if you have any questions, any doubt, please go ahead and ask. So yes, we are done with it for today. Okay, so if you have any questions, any doubt, please go ahead and ask. Shloka, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.